Hi ladies! I'm in my favorite store today in my local town, in my local city, and all of the new stock has arrived for spring and summer. It's so warm here at the moment, and I wanted to come to you today with a video on how to stay in flow more consistently. So, for those of you that saw my email this week, you probably saw that there was a moment that I fell out of flow. And after having consecutive weeks of engagement, consistency, clients signing up, even a $21,000 week last week, I noticed that I stopped staying engaged. I noticed that I put the brakes on. Specifically, that I took myself, as the Americans might say, out of the game. And I just stopped showing up, not consciously and not sort of at the time, it wasn't conscious at least, but I stopped showing up because I felt something was off. And I sort of got a bit insecure when I look back on it. You may have seen in my email that what I recognized was I went from being consistently engaged and in flow to not doing anything. I went a bit quiet with my marketing. I didn't quite know what to write. And when I reflected on it, I realized that there was a moment in the shower last week that I had the thought, what will they think of me? And that thought informed my behavior for the next 5 days. So I got so worried about what people would think of me for continuing to show up, continuing to share, continuing to market, continuing to offer opportunity, that I just stopped. Now here's why I'm sharing this with you. First of all, this is something we all do. This is something that we do when things are going well. We have a tendency to take ourselves out of flow. That's free will. That's not like flow stopping. Flow doesn't stop. Opportunity doesn't stop, but we use our free will to take ourselves out of the flow. And that's exactly what I did. And that was coming from that thought, what will they think of me? Many of you listening here probably have that experience too, where you're worried what people will think of you if you share your message, what people will think of you if you charge a certain price, what people will think of you if you keep showing up on Facebook or anywhere else. And I just want you to see that it's normal. That happens to me too. But the difference today is that would have taken me out of my marketing and my sharing and my game for weeks or months on end in the past. Thank God it took me out for about 4 or 5 days now. And the reason for that is because I caught it. I caught the insecurity. I saw what I was doing, particularly when I noticed I'd stopped sharing, I'd stopped showing up. So for those of you that are maybe not sharing to the degree that you'd love to, visible to the degree that you'd love to, for those of you that worry about what will people think of me, let's just recognize that for what it is. It's a sneaky little insecurity that really wants to get in the way of you succeeding. Don't let it take you out of flow. Bring yourself back to center and know that you're well able to show up and be yourself and be received well. I hope this has been helpful today. Let me know your best takeaway, your favorite takeaway, and I'll speak to you soon. Ciao.